I can see myself. That's great. Well, anyway, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind. So, I've been dealing with some shit with my life. Like, I've been struggling forming and organizing my life in a way so that I can pay for the lifestyle that I can be okay with, be happy with, be satisfied to a reasonable extent with. And I've been kind of on this treadmill of I need to figure out how to get more opportunities for work. I need to look for a stable job or some form of that. And I need to organize my life so that, I'm not missing any essentials, such as a roof over my head, such as food, such as a healthy amount of exercise, maybe, income, work, something that I'm happy with, something that doesn't make me feel miserable and doesn't make me come back and find bad habits to, suppress my unsatisfied state with my life or something, or with my job and all that stuff. So, something I've been thinking about is I am actually reaching a point where I'm pretty happy with where I am, and I've been kind of on this treadmill of like I need to make my life good enough so that I can work, so that I can do what I enjoy doing, so I can pursue my actual passions, like really pursue my passions. The other issue that I was having was issues with my personal self. I had lots of personal issues that I went to therapy for, and I didn't know what my problem was. My parents also didn't know what my problem was. Through therapy, I feel like I started to discover ways to approach that, ways to kind of understand myself and discover what my purpose is, what my goals really are, what I should be focusing on, what's a healthy goal, what's not a very healthy goal, these kind of things. And I feel like I finally gotten to a point where I'm comfortable enough with my life that I can really just stop focusing on milling money so I can make sure I don't get the rug pulled right under me. So now that I'm at this state, I am like, now I can actually give without ruining myself. I can give everything that I am. I can create content without feeling like I am sacrificing my well-being, like I'm sacrificing comfort of my life that I require to live. Right? We're talking required to live, like you are earning enough money to pay rent in a affordable place that you found, like I found a place that I can live that's affordable, all this stuff. Like, I'm not living luxury at all. I'm not living middle class at all. I am living the bare minimum bones, but to an extent where I can focus on my pursuits rather than constantly being like, what's going to be my income next month? How am I going to be able to pay for rent next month? How am I going to be able to pay for my food? Can I actually eat this food without going hungry the next week? Like, or can I go buy this and still be okay? A lot of those issues were really just like nagging and not allowing me to focus on creative goals. Alright, so I got my Wendy's. Alright, I'm treating myself because I went for a run while listening to Pokey Mainstream, which was another inspiration. Honestly, that was the last push right here. I don't know why. Just the way she approaches life and the way she talks about issues and the way she deals with like a lot of the internet BS that surrounds her sometimes, or just surrounds everybody in this world. I mean, honestly, internet BS is, and people who like latch on and bully and like are being annoying and they just do all this stuff. It's just such a mess. It's pretty admirable how she deals with it. Anyway, so, oh man, that makes me really look thin. So I need to go to the gym. Yes. Yes. Okay. But what I want to say is that it's truly empowering. Like, I feel like now I can truly focus on content creation. Another realization I had recently is that I used to have a pretty, or still, I mean, I've had a somewhat unhealthy relationship with video games. I mean, who hasn't? But the relationship was that I was making excuses that I was playing video games to create content, but I was using the content creation as a tool, the saying that I'm making content as a tool to give myself permission to play video games all the time. Whereas what I'm realizing that what was really wrong with that is I should be using the video games as a tool for creating content. That's the right way of doing things. So that was another big realization I think that led up into this, and I just feel really empowered right now. Like, I just went for a run. Now I decided to drive out, and while I was on the run, I was just listening to Pokimane and Greek, just like chatting about random stuff on stream. And I just feel like I'm ready. Like, I used to be like, oh, uploading daily is so difficult. Oh, the streaming process isn't making me any happier. But the reason I was streaming was because I felt lonely, because I was having issues with meeting people. I was having problems with, like, I have huge trust issues because of some of my history with bullying and all that stuff. So my trust issues are really bad. My just social skills sometimes were lacking when I was young as well, so that created a lot of confusion as I was growing up. And spending a lot of time on my own has allowed me to, spend time with myself and learn more about myself than about other people. And so I started to understand myself way more and have way more experience with myself than really like interacting with other people and understanding other people in some ways. So, but I feel like I'm at a point where I'm not hungry to make my life better. I'm not hungry anymore to mill and grind at changing my life and like taking more from the world, taking the loans of, I'm not going to pay off my student debt right now, the loans of, hey mom, pay for this stuff for me, hey mom, can I borrow your credit card for this and that, I'm going to go play video games for 12 hours to numb all the feelings I have right now so I don't have to think about all the problems and the things I need to address in my life. All that stuff I've been doing for a good while, and but I finally am at a place where I might not need to do that to be happy. and maybe I can be happy by giving in a way where I don't feel, like I already said, I won't feel like I'm taking away time from making sure that I am not that I'm living in a healthy way. Um, I can start paying attention on giving to be happy through giving and be able to manage my own life, which is a huge win-win. Which I don't know why I didn't really expect that to happen. It just kind of I got so stuck on milling and milling and milling and grinding at having an independent life that I can actually um, control and survive in. Um, there were a lot of moments trying to set up my life in a certain way that I was like, there's very high chance that there is a chance that things could get worse. There's a chance that this won't work and that won't work, and there's a chance I'll fluke this and fluke that. I don't feel like I'm reliable enough to do this or that. I'm like maybe not, you know, disciplined enough to keep this job or keep that student or, and like a lot of those questions and problems are looming. Um, but I'm really finally, I can say myself, and my standards for things of like stability and like actual change are astronomically high. Like I know myself quite well, and there's a reason I haven't been posting and talking about life and a lot of things that I do, because I know that a lot of these conversations I have with myself are to change me for the better. And until I can change myself, it's all bullshit. Like until it works on me, how how dare I talk to on the internet about it in hopes of changing other people for the better? If it hasn't changed me for the better, and I don't see actual success I'm happy with in it, how dare I go around talking about it? It's fake then. It doesn't have enough um, value to it then. It just is just gibberish then. So even if it sounds smart, it's gibberish unless you have a history to prove that it is really valuable to others, that it can be used in with success. Like it has a success rate, it has some kind of value. Because I'll compare my music abilities, which I've been playing music for now 18 years. 18 years. I'm very good at it, and I have lots of experience that can support a lot of the things that I teach to my students on violin. It's not the same with life. My experiences with uh, becoming an adult are way less because of how much time I spent practicing, how much time I spent with playing and learning and all that stuff. I had to sacrifice a lot of my maybe life lesson time spent. I had to sacrifice a lot of time that I couldn't therefore spend on life lessons, on learning things. Growing up without my actual dad and without a stepfather that was heavily involved made it much harder to learn lessons about life. Um, so a lot of things I had to learn the hard way, even the more hard way. Um, so that's kind of why I've been holding back on making like a ton of content, and then a lot of my fuel would run out whenever I tried to go regular, when I tried to go hard on YouTube, on Twitch, on Mixer, and on DLive, is because I didn't actually really have the goals set the way that I needed. I wasn't actually the person I knew I would have to be to make some kind of success out of it. And I was doing it almost for the wrong reasons. I was doing it to avoid other problems. I was doing it to change others, to ignore changing myself.
there was a lot of issues with my pursuit. But I'm finally feeling like maybe I am I am really getting to a place where I'm happy, and I think that I can still be happy, starting to really spend my time giving. I admire YouTubers like Markiplier. I admire YouTubers um, like Jacksepticeye with him, and then everyone from their team. Terrible at names, by the way. But I also admire all the different streamers that do all these donations. PewDiePie, of course, as well. But there's just so many YouTubers and streamers that will give so much back, and they'll create content to give back. I mean, Vsauce, Michael from Vsauce, Lady Pichu. I mean, everyone from Offline TV in a sense, or really also something special with that. And also brain personalities that can be very inspiring to follow, very inspiring to take example from. And for I think Pokemon, I've watched all of her old stuff from the very beginning to understand like how does she gain her success. I watched her back then when she wasn't the absolute biggest YouTuber or streamer. I mean, out there, and she started on YouTube, by the way, and then she's always had that pure intent. Not always, but at least right now, it feels like her intentions are really great, and her personality discipline is really there, that I am very admiring of. At least from like, I know generalizing on the internet is a terrible idea in general, but generalizing in general, but specifically the stream where she was talking with Greek about different topics, I really liked her approach, and it was really nice to listen to that as I was like going for a jog. I ended up being inspired enough to go out to jog. I ended up listening to it on as I was jogging, and that was really great. And then I decided, hey, I would treat myself. And then I decided I was going to make this video. So here we are now, and I think this is good for me. So I'm really happy to be living among these YouTubers. I've always wanted to be part of the YouTube community, and maybe this is just a one-time spur of excitement for it, and but I know how much work it takes, to upload regularly. I know how much work it takes to create content on a regular basis and to stream successfully on a regular basis. I have tested the waters, so I know what it would take, but at least throughout the process of building something, maybe a community around myself, at least I will be happy every step of the way, so that I am not constantly depressed that my goals are only incrementally getting closer to me. I am instead happy about every moment that I am posting something, every moment that I am dedicating. I can say to myself, hey, I'm making this for someone out there, and I'm going to make somebody out there happy. I'm going to maybe inspire somebody out there. Maybe somebody that needs to hear some things that I want to say, some things I want to express. Because I've had success expressing things through music, a lot of success. But I got burnt out. So I stopped expressing things through music for a little while. But I never stopped listening. I listened to music 24/7 every day. Every single day. There is not a single day I can even remember or recall that I would spend the entire day not having something I listen to, some song I listen to through my earbuds or my headphones. There just isn't a day like that. So music is always in my life. And music has been an expression I've been used to for most of my life. Um,
and I'm hoping that I can find my footprint in this fast, uh, constantly growing world of billions of people. I hope I can find a footprint that can inspire others um, to look for their footprint and
make their one life that they get to live really count. Because that's what everyone wants.
no matter who you are, no matter what you do, everyone wants to make a footprint in life.
Everyone wants to
Give meaning to their life, and everyone wants a goal that they can be happy to achieve
and happy to work towards.
And that's, I think, something that I'm really starting to reach.
Um,
and I want that goal to be something I can use,
share, and something that I can give back with. I want the goal
to not just be something I achieve and then
am satisfied with. I want it to be something that can continue to move forward, continue to grow with me, and I want that goal
to impact
not only myself, but
as many people that I can find that that deserve to
be motivated, deserve to be inspired, deserve to have lots of reasons
to enjoy the wonderful world that we live in, the wonderful life that they can live. And this is Foxy signing out.
Let's make this streak a long one.